Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back into Breaking Boards. I said it yesterday. I'll say it again today. If that doesn't get you going, I don't know what does. Here with my guy Michael, ready to get into probably some $25 over on DraftKings. I think we talked about it. We're going to do some 25s. So, Michael, how's it going? And hopefully you're having a good Tuesday.
Pretty good. I am vibing with the new intro, though. It's pretty legit.
Put that together yesterday morning, and hopefully everybody likes it. If you want to let me know when you're at the screen, we can do the little countdown and go ahead and get into a draft room.
Yeah, I'm there.
All right. 3, 2, 1, 0. 5 of 12.
Yes, sir. I do like it. Get all hyped up just to go out here and probably draft one of the most dog shit teams ever. Just like, oh no.
I think we got that done on stream yesterday. We did 2. And Adam ended up getting into the wrong room on the second one, so we had that going for us. So that was pretty fun.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, not much going on in my world. I will say that my wife got evacuated today
from her work.
Yeah, I guess there was a significant gas leak. They were doing some construction across the road, and somebody hit the natural gas main. So they were the whole city smelled of gas. So they evacuated everybody, came down, and so she had a half-day type situation now.
Well, that's interesting. Hope nobody took their smoke break during that time.
Yeah, I was like, what happens if you're at the gas pump? You're just like,
oh.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how much of a spark it would take to actually make a difference, but I wouldn't want to be the one that finds out.
I think didn't they do something with Mythbusters one day with that? And it takes more than you think, but it's still kind of one of those where if it catches, you're done for.
I knew guys in the military that would test it. They would go out with they would take a 5-ton out. And, need to be 30, 50 feet away from the vehicle to smoke. And somebody would go light one up 2 inches from the gas tank, open the gas cap, and just sit there. So I'm like, cool. But at the same time, I'm trying not to die. Just watched the video from last night and realized that I was in your draft. I took a chase at 1. Yeah. I don't hate chase at 1, honestly.
I don't either. Especially if you've got some other drafts where you've already got Gibbs. I don't want to be 0 drafts without Gibbs, and it's pretty impossible to get him. But yeah, better season wise, I probably trust Chase to stay healthier.
I don't really want to fade any of the top 4 guys like the Gibbs, Bijan, Chase, and Puka. I think if I was gonna if I had to fade one, it would probably be Puka, just because the off the field stuff.
Oh, he'll be fine.
I think he'll be fine, but the rest of those guys are splitting hairs. So it's hard to pick one that you really want to be under on.
Yeah, but Puka doesn't have the contract yet, right? He's still got probably this year he'll get the contract.
I would imagine he gets what is the equivalent of the max for the NFL.
He may have signed it. I'm not sure. No, he hasn't signed it yet. So we're good one more year until he signs the contract. That's when it goes downhill for all the wide receivers.
It's kind of crazy they haven't re-signed him yet. I would think after that first year, you would just try to max him out. But I'm assuming those guys know more than I do.
It would have been cheaper, probably. Well, possibly. You've got him on that cheap rookie contract. It's probably what, $600,000 a year, $700,000. He's what, like a 5th, 6th round pick.
Well, you remember was it the Braves a couple of years ago that
yeah, they've done that with all their players.
They signed to a long-term contract. They basically stole Acuna. There's a bunch of guys they signed to massive deals.
Michael Harris is on a big deal. Strider signed on a big deal, which I don't think that one's going to pan out. He just can't stay healthy.
Austin Riley, I think, was on another one.
Riley's on a 10-year deal. Olsen's on a big deal. Sean Murphy's on a big deal, but it's not going to work out. Well, lengthwise, we didn't pay Murphy a lot. It works when the player stays relevant. It doesn't work otherwise. But
JSN.
yeah, had to. But I think to get Acuna for, I think it's like 13 million a year for like 9 years. Like, yeah, that even with the injuries, it's probably still worth it.
Yeah, that's a steal for sure. I probably should not have taken him Josh Allen so high. I thought I would have been better trying to stack him with Burrow. Yeah, I'm not a Josh Allen guy in round 2 or 3 at the turn. If I can get him in the back end of round 3, I don't hate it, but I don't like the builds in the teams where I'm getting Allen that early.
I think the biggest problem is, I mean, you're taking Allen, he has to do exactly.
Yeah, he has to finish QB1. If he finishes QB2, yeah.
And it takes away from a premium position on you.
What's going on, Rich? What kind of food are you eating? About to get ready for some dinner myself after we do these couple of drafts. I love how at the 12, like nothing ever falls to me. Always the same dudes.
Pretty much. I mean, I had one the other day. I think Lamb and JJ fell to 12 and 13. I was like, but I wasn't there.
What's your lean on the Ashton Genty versus Kenneth Walker thing?
Man,
I probably the guy with the higher ADP.
I mean, sadly, it kind of feels that way. I mean, Genty's probably going to get a little bit more used in the pass game, I would think. But you're also talking about an offense that's probably going to be a lot worse. So,
yeah, that's where I'm at too. I actually have Walker ranked a little bit higher. We're going to go Walker.
I don't have a lot of Walkers, so at some point I'll probably try to grab him in the middle of the second rounds if he's there, but I don't love him at the tail end of the first of the second.
This draft is actually kind of falling into what I wanted to do. This is draft number 101. I told myself after draft 100 I was going to try to get to a little bit more running back early, so this kind of played right into how I wanted to.
Well, you didn't really have a choice, so
that makes it easier.
Yeah.
If you'd have given me Jefferson at 12 or Lamb at 12, I would have taken them. Like I can't skip over them for whatever reason.
I do have that some days where I'm like, man, I hope somebody just takes them so I don't have to sit here and think about taking them.
Man, that sounds good.
Does sound good.
Crock pot, Parmesan chicken made into pita bread sandwich and some veggies. Man, that sounds delicious. We do the we'll do pita bread homemade pizza sometime. Just do like a pesto base with some garlic. Barbecue up some pizza sometimes. So we mix and match the pita bread, like the kind you can get at Publix or whatever. Make some homemade pizzas or flatbreads, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what we're doing for dinner tonight. Probably going to be like an order out day. I know she's kind of been thrown off now that she got evacuated. She said like the fire lieutenant, fire marshal, whatever, fire chief, I guess for the city, like ran into their building and it was basically just like, get out.
Yeah, don't cause a panic or anything, but get out of here.
They had that going down, and then like I think they shut down like the roads in and out. So like everybody was like jostling to get out to go left, but at the same time like everything was shut down, so you're just like dodging in between rescue vehicles as you're trying to get out of town as they're trying to get in.
Well, it probably is safer during an explosion to be in your car rather than be outside.
Yeah,
probably something going for that.
I can't imagine like. Could you imagine the construction worker that made that mistake? Like you shut a whole city down.
It probably happens more than you think.
Yeah. Spaghetti in between garlic bread. I haven't tried that. It's not a no. I just haven't tried it. I'm not a big like pasta guy though. Are you big on like texture foods? Like I can't do like if the food is wet, I can't eat it.
Yeah, there's definitely some textures that I'm out on.
Like wet bread, just I don't know. Like we like to do like wood fire pizzas and flatbreads and stuff like that, so it doesn't get so
Well,
soggy, I guess.
so I guess you won't be entering in any of the hot dog eating contests then,
No,
because it's
hell no.
pretty sure you have to dunk the bread. I think that's like a necessity to win.
I don't. Can somebody talk me into a hot dog? Because I don't really understand the concept of a hot dog. Like if you've ever eaten one, like I ate them as a kid, but like thinking back now, like I'm good. F them boards. That's right, Mike. Just stay away from those veggie rings. Oh, veggie right, not veggie wings. I got you. I was thinking like onion rings.
I know. I was like, I mean, I like onion rings. I was like, I don't know what other veggie rings they're doing out there, but
It kind of depends on the onion ring, though. Some of those places, I hate when I bite into an onion ring and like the whole onion comes out. And you're sitting there in a restaurant looking like an idiot.
yeah, it really skews the ratio.
Did you see the Malik Neighbors is going to be maybe back before camp? I assume he's going to jump right back into like the third round now.
I've got a lot of them late, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I got my bags packed earlier, so I'm cool. I think I'm at 11% on Neighbors, and I'd like to be at like 6 or 7 by the time draft's close. So I think I'm pretty much out unless he, if I get him in like the mid 40s, early 50s. But if he's going in the 30s again, I'm good on that.
The real question is, do you consider a hot dog a sandwich? I feel like no.
I don't know. I guess if you consider like a bologna sandwich a sandwich, isn't a hot dog just basically just a rolled up slice of? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I don't know what's in a hot dog. I don't know what's in.
I mean, I don't think you want to know what's in it.
Yeah, I'm a horrible person at this because I'm not eating either one of those things. Like for me, it has to be like visually appetizing as well as like, I guess I'm more of like the white meat, seafood, chickens. I'll do steak. I'll do a little bit of red meat, stuff like that. But yeah, you won't catch me eating a hot dog.
Does Loveland make it one more? He does.
See, that's my thing too. Is when that dude's throwing those back like that, like it. I can't even. I know they have announcers for that, but how do you sit there and watch another dude just slurp on a hot dog? Like, I'd be the worst dude to call those contests because I can't do it. Like it's literally, legitimately making me want to vomit a little bit just talking about hot dogs. Yeah, that's my thing too. Is like when you pull the whole piece out. I will say that I like the idea of like the bloomin' onion from Outback because you can just get the little slivers and dunk them in the. Is that like? I assume that's like Chipotle sauce.
Are they a partner now? Is that what you're trying to?
They should be. I'll eat the hell out of a bloomin' onion for sure. I'll throw this one to you first, and then I'll go. Favorite kind of steak?
See, I'm a filet guy.
Yeah.
Personally, I mean, that's my preference. Like ribeyes, it depends. I mean, like some ribeyes are really good, but I feel like a lot of times you get them and they're just way too much fat on them. So
I'm kind of like, if the fillet is cooked right.
Mm-hmm.
If it's overcooked and it's like rubbery and I'm chewing for like 15 minutes per slice, like I can't. If it's cooked like medium, maybe medium well, I can get with it. But if you go well done, I can't do it.
Dang,
also, like
Caleb at 40, I missed that. Golly.
If they soak it in like the Dale's seasoning sauce, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like that, like they got me there.
We're talking about hot dogs, and I miss Caleb Williams going off the board at 40.
A hot dog is a glizzy and not a sandwich. It's a hard word for me to say. Is that like Wow, there goes Warren at 54. Where did we get glizzy from? Like, how did that translate into hot dog or hot dog into the?
Came from somewhere. So we'll do the next half of the show. It's the history of a hot dog.
Double tapped. That should mean that somebody's going to fall to me here in 2 picks, right?
But why? Why are we doing this? Is what this dude picked Caleb for no reason.
Hey, I'm on the end here, bud. I'm on the end. Just let
this dude doesn't have Burden. He doesn't have Loveland.
Let my guy cook. I'm in a good spot here. Oh, he goes Brian Thomas, though. Do I double tap? I can't double tap running back after I started.
You go with Adams all running back lineup.
Because, I mean, Burrow's right here. I don't have a lot of Burrow, and I am going to get Burrow.
I'm not going to lie to you. Like, this dude's already set the quarterback market weird. Like, it's about to, like, implode probably.
I think I'm going to go Trevion, and then this is pretty much going to set me up for like a 4 running back build. Actually, what's his bye week? So we got 10 and 5. He's got 11. So we can't go Bucky. We can go Bishol. I'm not, like we talked about the other day, I'm not real high on Bishol Tootin.
I just don't know if I want 0% of him. I think I've got him once, and I just don't know if that's enough. It feels like enough.
Filet mignon. Yeah, I'm a big filet mignon guy for sure. Another filet mignon. It sounds like it's
mid-rare.
It depends because some places get like, if it's still like mooing, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's got to be like visually appealing, or if it's starting to run onto the plate and I don't have something to like soak it up. Like if I got some mashed potatoes or something going on with it, I'm good. But if it's starting to like make a mess on the plate, I'm out. So that's interesting fact about me. Probably too much information for a fantasy football draft. But a couple of years ago, actually like 20 years ago, I was in the service, had a head injury, and then a couple of years ago had a stroke. Following the stroke, I got diagnosed with something called dysautonomia. So I have to eat or drink 3 times the amount of salt as the regular person. So like my Nalgene, this is salt water, not regular water. So the salt doesn't bother me at all. Actually helps me out. I've heard a lot of people say it. I just don't like, what's the origin of the word?
Are you in the spelling bee now?
That's what I'm saying. Can you use it in a sense? I'm torn on that between Parker Washington and BTJ. I don't really know who. I think it's site dependent. So if you think it's Parker, you draft him on DraftKings. If you think it's BTJ, maybe on Underdog, given that his route should be down the field and more toward the end zone, I would imagine.
The only thing for BTJ with me is I'm not even confident he'll finish the season with the Jags.
He could be a smash or somebody that just like sinks your team from a middle round draft capital standpoint.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird the way last season went for him, and I don't know that it gets any better or not. I mean, he's talented for sure.
I think the thing that worries me the most is he hasn't done it with
Trevor
Lawrence. It was all with Mac Jones a couple of years ago. I cook my own and broil it in the oven. Not bad. Not bad. Man, I feel sorry for her. If she has that, it like physically it sucks because your body starts to attack itself for no fucking reason most of the time. But like mentally, when you are randomly just freaking passing out and all that kind of stuff for no reason, like I can be sitting at home on a Sunday. I don't know if you went with us, Michael, on that. You remember the golfing trip last year where we had our yearly fantasy league draft that night? We went out and played 18. It wasn't even that hot. It was like maybe 72, something like it wasn't hot at all. And I got back and I just I
Passed
couldn't.
out.
Yeah, I mean, I was like convulsing in pain. Couldn't do anything. Just bad day. So I'm actually medically retiring here soon because of it, but it's a pain in the ass for sure. So my heart goes out to her. If she ever needs, like, you guys need an ear to listen, like, I get it. It sucks. Which quarterback do you think he goes with here?
Is Hurt
That's
still
what
available?
Adam did it on the stream yesterday.
What, tabbed every quarterback for like 3 rounds?
So I got Lamar at 50 and then Mahomes at like 90. What would that be? 95. And he took 3 QBs. I think he was at pick 9 and triple tapped back to back to back.
I like taking two. I don't have a problem necessarily with taking a QB in the 4th or 5th round, but taking 2, I just feel like you're taking away from players that are gonna score fantasy points at other positions, like, and that have a good chance to play. Like, you're only gonna be able to play one of those dudes. Like, yeah, the quarterback position looks great now, but what does that get you?
I think some people have done research to where it's like, all right, yeah, you want. History shows that 3 QBs paired has been kind of the meta, but I think maybe they're misunderstanding the concept and the amount of draft capital that needs to go toward those 3 QBs for it to be successful.
Well, yeah, you gotta get your team to the finals, and
then you have to think about, like, who is the quarterback that you are taking, right? So, like, there's been some guys recently where they've gone later in drafts that, you know, they finished well inside their QB1, like Drake May last year. That's why I like going Dart. I think Dart, which I ran a bunch of sims on this the other day, and not to give too much away because obviously we have our show coming up later on this week, but what I found was if you are stacking your quarterback and you, like, the max amount of positions that you want to reach on your quarterback to stack would be 8. So if you have a stack going and your quarterback is within 8 picks, it's actually optimal to take that quarterback. If that quarterback is 9 or more picks outside of ADP range, it's actually more optimal to take, you know, whatever tier running back or wide receivers in that range or tight end, whatever the case is.
mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to abide by that rule because what I ran, reaching for the quarterback was like 17% advance rate, where the normal advance rate is like 16.5. Getting the quarterback to fall to you was like in the 18s. So, like, obviously that's the goal, but, you know, sometimes, especially on DK, you just have to, you got to make moves because everybody's flying off the board. She buys extra salty pretzels. That's another food that I've never really gotten behind. I don't know if it's just like it's almost like I like saltine crackers a lot, and I don't like graham crackers. And to me, a pretzel tastes a bit like a graham cracker, but I might be just a weird dude. Has 2 every morning. I got something she might want to check out. I ordered something called Baja Gold Sea Salt, which has like 70 minerals or some kind of crap in it, but it at least cuts back on like the headache portion and that type stuff whenever I get sick. So that's actually what I'm drinking right now. Well, partially what I'm drinking right now.
Here's the real question: does show make it back to me at 117? Keep in mind, I have both New Orleans receivers.
I mean, you would think. Where you at? You're at the 5. No, because you have to jump through 8 selections to get him back to you, and you still have some back stacking with Bailey.
I actually have to jump through
Johnson.
14 selections for him to come back to me.
10. Right?
Are you not counting yourself? Because you won't take him.
I'm not counting this guy who just bought Lamar and Caleb, and then I'm not.
I mean, I don't trust him.
Burrow and Herbert.
The good news is I really don't like what's left anyway, so I'm probably just going to go down and pick show just to make sure that I don't get completely. I mean, I'm left out completely if I don't pick him up here.
So you just really wanted to what? Well, you have 0 QBs.
Well, I have
I
0.
think if you had 1, you probably take the chance. If you have 0, you gotta make a move.
Yeah, that's how it felt. Well, I was hoping to get Caleb. I was not anticipating him going 30 spaces early.
Did you see the? Did you watch the stream from yesterday?
Dude doesn't even have a. No. Dude doesn't even have a Doomsday. Dude's got unstacked Caleb. Just making me mad over here.
There was a dude that was. I shouldn't say dude. There was somebody beside. Every
There's what?
time I would switch back over to our player page and I would click somebody to queue them up. It was like an insta click. So later on in the draft, I was like, all right, cool. If you're screwing with me, like it is what it is. It's kind of funny. So at the end of the draft, I was like, all right, I switched back over to the player page. I didn't say anything, but then I was like, all right, man, go ahead and take who I got up top. Waited. About 2 seconds left. I actually selected Kamani Vidal and slid him up to the top because that's who I was going to take. And the person insta clicked Kamani Vidal.
Impressive.
So like it was an impressive snipe situation. Like I was legitimately like, but I swear, like 9 picks in a row, the dude was just like, "You're not getting whoever you're getting is who I'm getting."
I like it.
So, I can appreciate it.
It's definitely a solid strategy.
I didn't like it a lot when I was drafting, but like afterwards, I thought
after the fact.
What's going on with France and Spain? Does anybody know the score by chance?
I think. Let me see.
I know Spain got the PK earlier.
Spain should be. Oh wow, Spain's up 2-0 with 7 minutes to go in regulation.
I do not like this range.
Oof. No.
I mean, normally I would go dart here, but I already have kind of maxed out at QB. I guess I'm going to go get a little bit of Harold Fannin. I'm not a worthy guy, but I have to start
0%. I was about to say, do you want 0% of them? Is the question. You're like, maybe.
You remember earlier when I was like, hey, at this point in the draft, I'm going to start taking running backs early? I think I just remember why I wasn't doing that.
Yeah, for some reason, by the time wide receiver gets that last spot, you're pretty much always dragging from below. Like there's never anybody that's of value there.
So through 10 rounds, I have Saquon, Kenneth Walker, Ladd McConkey, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Travion Henderson, Justin Herbert, Cortland Sutton, Harold Fannin Jr., and Xavier Worthy, which, man, I would be fine if I didn't have any Xavier Worthy this year, to be honest. Michael has JSN, Derrick Henry, Chris Olave, Loveland, Swift, Jordan Tyson, Quentin Johnston, Kenneth Gainwell, and Tyler Shuck. I actually like your team better than I like my own.
I think it's solid. I just don't feel like I have a ton of depth. It just doesn't. I don't know.
I think you're in a good position if you can get like Baker to fall back to you.
I don't really have. I mean, I guess a Gainwell.
Which this may be Baker right here, honestly.
Well, I mean, I've got back in Sam Darnold at some point, but even that, I mean, hell, I may have to pick him the next round.
What's is it week 11, right? Seattle's bye week?
Yes.
The fact that we're starting to do this so much that I can remember like everybody's bye week is a little bit scary.
Yeah, I mean,
to be honest, I don't even know who's on the board right now.
It's like all quarterbacks. Like there's nothing else of value right now up there like that I want.
But I mean, you could go like you have Ted Hursley, you have you probably don't want to go Sean Tucker in this build since you have Gainwell. You could do Otten. You could go McMillian. I don't know if he's off the board. Shouldn't be yet.
He shouldn't be yet.
Although I will say that I need wide receivers. So.
Whoa, careful! Don't be taking those guys. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a pretty solid fall on Goff and on Kyler. I didn't realize that maybe the meta has changed where QB is not the position we need to be watching like it was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you mean like it's dropping? I mean, that's 10 spots 15 spots on Goff, 10 spots on.
Do they have anybody stacked? Goff is with Gibbs. That guy's got a pretty solid draft going in the 3 spot with Chase Pickens, Rice, Tet, Montgomery, Tate, Stevenson, Mahomes, Jonathan Brooks, Kyler.
Nobody wants Bo
double
Nix.
with Kelsey. If he falls back to me, I think I'm gonna have to jump in there because I have Sutton.
Yeah, solid. Who has Waddle? Guy in the 4 spot just passed. Actually, he may tab him. He's got Waddle. He's on the clock right now.
Yeah. And with 1 QB, it makes sense. Yeah, Hurts.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good value on Nix, too, to make it.
Wow. Okay.
Khalil Shakur. I didn't know his game.
Actually, he won't make it past the 11 anyways. The 11 has Harvey. The 7 has Dobbins. So it could get. I doubt he gets to me. I don't really need him anyways. I need to go receiver quite heavily here.
Yeah.
That's a really good rebate on Jackson Dart at the 112.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Does he have anybody paired with him?
No, but you got some late guys. I know Likely just went, but you got like those.
Yeah,
the Darnell
the rest of the wide receivers.
Yeah, Tyrone Tracy, I think, is still here. I think that people were asking us to do like an Our Guys video or Our Guys live stream yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we might bypass like What If or Man versus Sims next week and just do like a probably need to get together and pick like 1 guy per position, maybe, or 2 guys. I don't want the video to go or the live stream to go that long, but
yeah.
Oh, DraftKings finally updated my profile picture. That didn't take long at all.
Has it been like a month?
No, it's been like 2 years, dude. That's what it feels like. I mean, I've updated it. No joke. I've updated it like 3 times since they changed it last. They just happened to got the most recent one. Let's see. Flipping back over to the page here. Is he really going to fall? I mean, if he falls, I have to. It makes no sense for me to have chosen him, but I have to. And that's something I'm going to keep in my pocket for this next draft that we're going to do after this one.
Dude, the second you do this, he'll go like 80. Wow.
Like, how do I not?
I think you have to at that point.
Like, even Jordan Love.
What are you doing with Coker over there?
Putting him on my draft board. I need receivers, man.
I need him to drop 9 more spots.
Did you have
Oh,
you have Tet? No, you don't even have Tet.
No, I don't have Tet. I just believe in Coker a little more than Tet this year.
I mean, we're talking about my wide receiver room. Like, I have McConkey and Higgins, Cortland Sutton, Xavier Worthy, and Jalen Coker. Not anyone that's exceptional.
Well, it looks like McMillan might squeeze back to me here. It's probably what I go with. Though I could go with Sammy D. I do have JSN.
Ooh, that's a nice stack.
Got all of them.
Burrow, Chase, Gesicki, Higgins, Yoshibas. Normally, like if it was last year or the year before when T. Higgins was going round 2, round 3, I would normally say yes. But given that Higgins is starting to fall into the early 4th, I don't hate it. I do like that offense quite a bit this year. I think they do rebound. If Burrow can stay healthy, I think they're, Burrow's pushing for MVP because they're passing the ball a ton. Gesicki's one of my favorite picks on the board. I think he's that level of player with K-Dot and Gesicki, AJ Barner, Gunnar Helm, those types of cheap tight ends at the end of the draft. I like getting a lot of those guys this year. Andre Yoshivas is someone who, in my opinion, is probably going a bit underdrafted. If you look at the last half of last year, even with T and Chase both on the field, he was playing pretty well. I think Mitchell Tinsley's like a 1-for-1 for Higgins. But if Chase goes down, you could see Yoshibas have a nice season. So I don't hate that at all, honestly. And then I'm actually trying to get more Burrow in my builds. I just haven't gotten him a lot. I did get him in this one, but I think I was at like 3 or 4%. And he's the player that scares me to be under on this year. Wasn't planning on going a third QB, but when Knicks fell, like, 20-something picks, I had to go there. For me, I think this build will probably be a 3, 4, 7. It might be a 3, 4, 10, 3. I need some depth behind these terrible receivers I got. Let's see, through, what is this, 9, 11, 12. Michael has JSN, Derrick Henry, Chris Olave, Colson Loveland, DeAndre Swift, Jordan Tyson, Quentin Johnston, Kenny Gainwell, Tyler Shuck, Baker Mayfield, Bill Krosky-Merritt, and Jalen McMillan. Pretty solid. I have Saquon, Kenneth Walker, McConkey, T. Higgins, Burrow, Trevion, Herbert, Sutton, Harold Fannin, Xavier Worthy, Bo Nix, and Jalen Coker. Wow, that's early on.
I think we can put the book to bed on the early running back. It doesn't feel as strong.
I think this is the year, honestly, where you get one early and you get a bunch late. Like, if you look at my builds, I have a ton of like Derrick Henry when he's fallen to like pick 20. Or I get a lot of Josh Jacobs.
Which that's where I got Henry today. What just happened?
Kirk Cousins at 145. Double stacked with Mendoza.
Hey, man. He's going to have the starter. He unfortunately does. The irony is that he had McBride at tight end.
I gotta ask you guys something. I gotta get this off my chest. Do you guys watch? Does anybody here watch the Daniel Negreanu like series that he does during the World Series of Poker?
I do not know, sir.
All right, so Negreanu has this little bit where he goes up to Alan Kessler, and every time that he would go to Kessler earlier in, like, when he started the series, Kessler would always be complaining about something. There goes Sam Darnold.
Why? Just one spot before I needed him too. I knew when he took Charbonnet, he was probably going to double. He only had one.
So he would go to Kessler and he'd be like, "What's bothering you today, Alan?" And then Alan comes out with like some outlandish takes or whatever. We kind of have our own Alan Kessler. There's a guy that watches our videos that, like, the guy's just never, I don't know, like, a heart goes out to him. I don't know what he's upset about. Maybe we made fun of his draft. Like, we're going to make, if I see a pick that you pick that I don't agree with, I'm going to give you shit about it. It doesn't mean that it's not going to win. Like, I've been wrong plenty in my life. There's 900,000 people in this contest. Like, the odds that you're going to win are minuscule.
Well, I mean, we disagree on picks too. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's why we do our own rankings and stuff. But this guy's left like 5 comments, and they're all just, everything's bad. The whole world is bad. You know, I'm just like, buddy, if life is that bad for you, like, my heart breaks for you, bud.
But it's still a comment.
It is still a comment, and he's still watching the video, so I appreciate that part. But
yeah,
are you okay?
Honestly, keep it coming. Like, just keep doing it.
Blink 3 times if you need help, bud.
Golly, this might be a 2 QB build, and it's not because my QBs are strong.
Well, that was what I was going for, was the 2 QB build until Bo Nix fell 307 rounds. Last 2 years, running backs early. This year, after getting 2 decent, solid running backs, go 5 wide receivers before grabbing a third. I think I'm getting typically 1 or 2 early and then bringing it back. But I'm getting a lot of early receiver. And it's kind of because of stuff like this. Like, I don't like where I'm at right now. I'd like to be needing Daniel Jones, but I don't. I don't believe in Travis Hunter at all. I don't believe in Malik Washington. Kenyon Sadiq is fine. I think Flournoy is getting to the point where he's overdrafted. Boston's not good for this style of contest. I don't like anything here, honestly. I think I'm just going to go Kamara and be done at running back.
I just wish Sadiq went to a better offense. Like, I think he could be stellar.
I'm a little worried about the was it sports hernia surgery I think he had?
Yeah, this feels like, if you get, I mean, obviously where Sadiq's going, you're getting him late anyway. He's probably not tight end one, but next year maybe. I'd like to see him a full year off that probably. And it's the Jets, so I can't trust anybody in that offense.
The guy with the comments is that's my thing, man. Like, I always hear these people. I got another buddy. I mean, Michael knows him, that no matter what's going on in life, it's the worst. It's the worst day ever. Poor man can't get ahead. That type of mentality. I'm just like, buddy, like, it's been 30 years, man. You ain't caught a break in 30 years. You ain't had a good day. You hadn't ordered a cheeseburger and opened up a bag and there was like 2 or 3 in there. Like, nothing's happened to you in 30 years. It's just been positive. I don't like my draft at all. Is there 6 picks left?
Yeah, you want to turn it off?
It's feeling that way.
I think I'm just gonna have to take unstacked Daniel Jones here for third quarterback. Like, I mean, 20 spots after ADP. I would love to have somebody, but
it feels like unless something changes, I feel like I can see the meta for this year already. Like, I can see the build that I want to build, and I can see the build that I see in the finals.
Yeah.
And it doesn't come from the 1, the 2, the 11, or the 12 unless there's some type of fall one way or the other. I've had some teams that I've drafted from those spots where, like, a couple of guys, like, I had one a couple of days ago where James Cook went at the 5 and then Amari and Hampton went at the 10. So I ended up flipping, like, I think it was Jefferson and Lamb at the 12. So, like, that kind of build, I'm like, all right, we can go somewhere with this. But mostly I feel like the build's going to come from the 3 through the 10, and I actually think it's the 3. When I ran my Sims, it was the 5, but I actually think that Chase is better than JSN this year.
You know what the irony is, though? I don't hate the 11th spots draft in this one.
Let me see who's
like look at his draft. Like, the way it fell after he took 2 running backs in the first. Yeah, get past your pick if you're on that way. But
no. The only thing I could see was Malik Washington, and I was like,
he went Cook, Genty, Garrett Wilson, Burden, BTJ. Then he took Parker Washington with T-Law, so he's got those 3. He's got Harvey, Pearsall, Myers, Tracy. I mean, Malik Willis.
The only thing I don't like is I think he went a little over with the Jacksonville. That's a lot of capital to put in one offense.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what type of game do you need for Parker Washington, Jacoby Myers, and BTJ to all 3 go off, all 3 above ADP?
Yeah, I can't say anything because I have the New Orleans offense, but
I like the discount for some of this year.
I mean, I didn't have to blow a 7th round pick on T-Law. I got him in the 11th.
Well, I mean, like that, and you didn't spend a 5 and a 6 on his pass catcher. I mean, he spent 5 and a 6. I think you probably spent 1 on Tyson, right?
But I've got Olave too.
Oh, you have Olave and Tyson.
Yeah, we're not far off. It's the quarterback position. I mean, I got Tyson in the 6th, Olave in the 3rd. I just don't have a lot of Olave right now, and wasn't really pretty that when it got to me on that.
Crazy to me that Bryce Young went off the board 25 picks after Kirk Cousins.
Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins is in this draft with us. That's the only clear answer.
Somebody was talking him up in the chat yesterday about how he could start most of the season. Like, I think at some point, being the 1-1, if you're Vegas, you have to see what you have in Mendoza.
I think. I mean, do you just because of how generational this quarterback group is? So if he's terrible, you go and pull the trigger again.
It's just hard for me to believe that you draft a guy at the 1 and do not play him at all. I've seen it done with like middle, late round middle to late first round pick quarterbacks, but I've never seen it done where a guy's been taking the 1-1 and set the entire year.
I mean, It's been a while.
That's crazy, dude. So she got evacuated, right? Fire chief runs in, get out, right? Now, right down the road from them, the Chick-fil-A's surrounded because someone's in there holding people at gunpoint at the Chick-fil-A.
Jesus.
I hope it's not the guy with the comments or Rich's burner. Rich, are you okay? Can I get a hand check?
What is that guy's name anyway? Is it like just Mitch's name a little bit
I
different?
think it's like Jerry or something like that. Of course, it could be just a random account, but I legit hope the guy's okay. I hate to see somebody just habitually having bad days.
Maybe it's Adam. Have you seen Adam at the same time the comments come in?
Come to think of it, I have not. Let's see. I have one tight end or two. I have one.
Yeah, it's getting pretty brutal at the position. Still a couple options out there, though. Would have been nice if I had been able to get Sam Darnold. Could have got Barner.
Normally, I like Brian Robinson here, but I need receivers bad.
Yeah. Are you going to catch up?
No, I can't. Even if I go 10, if you look at the allocation bucket, like I can't get there. If you go over on any of the buckets, it's hard to get the rest in. Like I can probably get this one to the bottom of the 2.
Yeah.
Just hit it on the tight ends, max quarterback perfectly, but that's with the Knicks fall. Had I taken Knicks at ADP, that would have been over. I guess going back to the board here and just kind of planning this for the future. Knowing what I know now, I want to get my Burrow bags packed a little bit. Knowing what I know now, I probably do not take Herbert. And
how could you know at QB? I mean, at that point, we'd already had a couple QBs taken a little bit high.
And this team looks completely different. It looks different to me if Jordan Addison falls to the 108.
Yeah, I mean, even
taking
Alec Pierce. I mean,
Pearsall.
Yeah, that's why I think that spot's hard because you don't get to. It's just all at the same time, both your picks. So you don't get the choice. You don't get the chance twice for somebody to fall. Like you get what you get.
It's weird because like in yearly managed leagues, I love picking at the end. In this, I hate it.
Yeah.
I just feel like you get more mistakes overall in a managed league most of the time. Like you'll get somebody in there that really doesn't like. I mean, you know the guys in your leagues that they just don't have a chance.
Well, I think too because when you're sitting there drafting, I guess ADP is available, but I think a lot of people on this will just really hit ADP. So you're just not going to have a guy that just gets pulled up 30, 40 spots that often. Like that's where you've got guys in your league who don't really follow football, and all of a sudden it's Tim Tebow with the 3rd round pick or something. Like
this is also going to be a lot more. Like the ADP is going to be a lot more in line with what it should be. I'm not saying it'll be 100%, but when ESPN ADP comes out, like I wish ESPN had a best ball league because you could put some monsters together. When they drop their ADP, it's usually way off.
Yeah.
So we were talking yesterday. I messaged drafters to see if they wanted to do anything. If they get with us, I might do a stream or two over there. I know theirs is like cumulative scoring, so you don't have playoff pods and all that kind of stuff to deal with. It's just you draft your team and that's what you got.
Interesting.
I haven't drafted over there in a couple of years. I used to max their contest out, and I think they have like I think they do a $3, $15. I think is their max, their big contest.
It's a little cheaper to get in.
Yeah, I can't remember if they do like anything in the middle. And Rich, there goes Marshawn Lloyd. So no, you can't talk me into Marshawn Lloyd in this draft. Let's see. Wow. Game over. Spain 2, France nothing.
Wow.
Did you see the did I send you the slips last night from the home run derby?
No.
So I was high on Junior Caminero exit velo bets. I was high on Jordan Walker exit velo bets. I was high on Jordan Walker. I did like the ladder where it was 3 hits in the first round over 110, and then 5 over 110, and then 7 over 110. He hit all those.
Jeez.
And then was high on Kyle Schwarber in the finals. And like every ticket I put in last night was just, so I won like, I think I was in for 500, cashed out for like 34 and some change.
It's pretty solid.
I like this new format. Also, it was just fun to watch for the first time in a long time.
I'll be honest with you, I skipped it because it just hasn't been that good the last few years.
So now they did it's 20 round or 20 swings, and you get ever how many home runs you can hit in 20 swings, and then you get there's like a money ball at the end. It doesn't count for anything, which I didn't really understand that. I thought they'd make it count for like 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you get like you can swing as many times as you want until you don't hit a home run. So the last round was, so nobody had hit a money ball out in the entire derby until the finals. Schwarber went first, hit 1 money ball out, which gave him 11. And then it was to Jordan Walker, and he hit, I think he had hit 8 home runs. And then
he hit a ton.
And then he hit 4, I think, of the money balls out.
Yeah, I saw I wasn't watching, but I saw where everybody's like, oh, Netflix posted that he won before he won and all this.
Yeah. I did see that too. Which, I mean, like, honestly, that was a good time to bet it. Because if you followed me the entire time, I had Schwarber in the finals. So, like, live, when I noticed that Schwarber was in, I looked at the live number on Walker, and whenever they were, like, in the commercial break heading to the finals, it was plus 550 for Walker.
Yeah.
So I was like, might as well throw 100 on Walker. That way, if I already got the Schwarber bet, so it's basically a free roll. And then Walker hits the 12, he wins. So that's kind of what put me up above $3,000. But yeah, I think I was in for a total of like 500 and out for 30. I think it's 34 and some change, something like that. Pretty good night. I haven't really done a lot of baseball this year, so. Been watering the garden, feeding the birds, and now can watch the rest. Yeah, he did. He did for sure. I like Michael's draft better than mine in this one. We are going to do one more if you want to jump in, Rich. If you're through watering the birds and
feeding the plants.
Googling the picture of Marshawn Lloyd, looking over his injury reports.
Rich missed him getting drafted.
Yeah, I know, right?
He even went about 5 spots above ADP. He's moving.
I'm just glad his hands were preoccupied because he couldn't talk me into trying to get more Marshawn Lloyd.
You gotta get him. You gotta get him.
Ooh, Trey Benson. Better hope he gets traded. Was that you that took Benson?
No.
was about to say, it's going to make your draft a lot worse, in my opinion.
You're like, it just sets you back like 4 picks.
We'll wait since we're already at the end. We'll do our little grading thing here at the end. Odell Beckham.
Well, he put it on auto draft and he said, see you.
Is he trying to see how many receivers he can get that won't play? Debo Samuel, Tyreek Hill, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham.
I'll set the over under at like 1.5.
I'll take the over.
Who plays?
I'll take the over. Oh, of who plays? Yeah.
Who plays?
Yeah. I'll take the under. Do we think Odell Beckham gets in the game? Like at any point?
Oof. I mean, I think he'll get in the game because they'll want to be like sell like one game of tickets, and then everybody will realize that he just doesn't have it anymore. So yeah, he'll play for like one game.
I feel like it's the McGregor.
Yeah. Well,
I'm down to do any. I can't do the 3 because I maxed the 3 already. Doing as many streams as we've been doing. I can do pretty 5. Much. I can do any draft other than that, unless there's another $3 one.
It's probably like a satellite or ticket or something like that.
We can do whatever, so long as it feels. I think there's like a there's a $7 like hyper turbo that we tried to join a couple weeks ago if we wanted to do that one. I think the only difference there is the shot clock's like 20 seconds. This CMC build's not bad. CMC, London, Love, McLaurin, Warren, Daniels, Godwin, Dwaddle, Robinson, Dobbs, Goddard, Diggs, Ward, Sampson, Braylon Allen, Katron Allen, Justice Hill, Tua, Parkinson. The only problem is he pulled every pickup like a round. Had he gotten them at ADP,
he got 2 at ADP. A lot more. First deal.
2 at 211, I would have taken a bunch of.
Man, I wish Diggs would sign so I'd know like what he's doing. I haven't taken any of him because I just don't want to waste a 12th round pick on a dude that doesn't even have a team.
I did say that he came out and was like, you can't tell me I'm not the best wide receiver 2 in the league right now.
I mean, I
can't disagree with him, honestly.
I mean, like, unless you're counting like Higgins, for instance, like, because he's got Chase in front of him.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But Higgins is like a 1B, right? Like Devontae Adams. I mean, like, yeah, I'll give him that. Like, most people's wide receiver too. Like,
just trying to think of any other teams that. I guess maybe the Chargers, Quentin Johnston and Diggs, probably pretty close at this point. Yeah, the $7 hyper or small besides $1 we can join. Maxed out the rest. Yeah, we can do the hyper and see if it fills.
I'm surprised the 3 has so few of entries you can do.
I hope they start another one because, like, one, I got the tickets from yesterday that I can't use because they made it specific to that contest. I'm like, it's a 20 max, dude. Like, it's a 20 max that, in my opinion, looked like it was going to fill. Now, the 25 might not fill. We're probably going to get some overlay in this because I saw that it has to be like 16,000 entries per day for it to fill on average. So I doubt we're getting those type numbers. So I bet we get some overlay. So we're going to hop into a $7, the hyper on DraftKings after we complete this one. Do one more and then probably call it at 2 because I'm starving. Been doing these after work this week and haven't had a chance to eat anything. So I'm ready to tackle some of those chicken parm that we were talking about earlier, or shoot, just really anything at this point except for a glizzy. I feel dirty saying that word. I did like a stupid thing working out the other day where I probably went a little bit stronger than I should have, and
I was like, throughout every muscle in your back.
I think my groin is gone, which is nice. It's a good feel.
You don't need that.
Highly recommend it. Let's run through these, and we'll go ahead and get in the next draft. We'll let you go first if you want to read yours off, and we'll grade them up.
Yeah, I went Jason, Derrick Henry, Olave, Loveland, Swift, Tyson, QJ, Gainwell, Chuck, Mayfield, Bill, McMillan, Pacheco, which I know you don't like Pacheco, but I like him at that point. Daniel Jones, Zachariah Branch, Otten, Barner, Hurst, Emmett Johnson, and Rashad Bateman, which is kind of a wild card because there's nothing else that I really wanted back there.
I'm going to give you a little bit of grace because I'm going to count the Pacheco pick as the Jones pick and the Jones pick as the Pacheco pick because I think for most part they swapped ADPs for me there. I'll give you a B. I don't mind that draft at all.
No, I actually like. I think it's a solid team. I just don't know that there's any one position where I'm just like blown away by it.
Your receivers aren't bad. You just if there's trouble in New Orleans, you can flush this team and move on to the next one.
Yeah, nothing bad ever happens in New Orleans, right?
Right. What was your grade on yours?
I think a B, just a solid B. Like it's a solid team.
Solid B's every once in a while. Saquon, Kenneth Walker, Ladd McConkey, T. Higgins, Joe Burrow, Travion Henderson, Justin Herbert, Cortland Sutton, Harold Fannin, Xavier Worthless, Bo Nix, Jalen Cooker, Trey Tucker, Alvin Kamara, Dalton Schultz, Trey Harris, Christian Kirk, Pat Bryant, Evan Ingram, and Elijah Surratt. I think I rebounded some, but I would give it like a C.
Yeah, I mean, I'd give you a C plus. I mean, I think if McConkey does what everybody thinks he's going to do, we'll bounce back after last year's slump. Higgins stays healthy. Sutton doesn't lose too much to Waddle. Like, it's not a bad team.
And I'm 10 deep at receivers. So like I got some outs. I need my wide receivers to stay healthy. I'm good at quarterback. Tight ends kind of hit miss. I mean, we have Fannin, but I really need that wide receiver room for quantity to equal quality for me to have a good shot there.
Yeah, but I do like some of your pickups. I mean, I like Coker. I think Coker gets about 800, 900 yards and 5 or 6 touchdowns. And to get that out of that position, overs,
honestly,
I probably should because I think you'll get it.
Hyperspeed $7 $50K tournament's what we're getting into.
Let me see if I can.
Let me know when you are at the draft screen. Rich getting ready to join. If anybody else wants to join here in just a moment, we'll do a countdown before we get into the $7 Hyperspeed over on DK.
Give me a second. For some reason, my DraftKings likes to get hung up after every draft.
You're good.
Haven't figured out if it's DraftKings.
It's probably an operator type error.
It could be. $7 Hyperspeed, we said.
Yep. Also, make sure you guys are going in and checking your promos. It is DraftKings week, best ball week. So if you go opt in, I think it's you enter one $25 contest, you get $10 back. So make sure you're getting into that. Might as well get the rebate.
Okay. I'm there. So ready when you guys are.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, 0.
Uh-oh. I'm 0 of 12.
0 out of 12.
Okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad. we might have lost Rich. It's 3 of 12, so hopefully he's the third.
Might have been.
Hyperspeed $7 on DraftKings if you guys want to go join in for this next draft. If you haven't done a draft on DraftKings, typically you get 30 seconds. In this one, you get 20. So it is a little bit faster than normal draft that you guys are in. Okay, so Rich did get in. It's 3 of 12, so it's just us. Hopefully this one feels a little bit faster than the one we set in a couple of days ago. It's already up to 5 of 12, so we're gaining some speed.
Yeah, I had one earlier today. I was bored and just like I entered it, and then the numbers started going backwards. I was like, okay, this is probably not going to happen.
I forgot. Also, there's a promo on Underdog right now. Go into your promo tab, and you can get, I think it's enter 4 into the BBM. You get 1 free. So again, a 25% kickback. Don't hate that at all. Sweet.
Oh,
Welcome
got
in, Red.
another one in. Sweet.
Yeah, welcome in. How's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day. Just getting into the second draft.
You're gonna have to keep your board off the screen for a little bit. Little quick flips.
Oh, yeah, I got the double tap. Hopefully you guys aren't doing that with the like button. So we are 5 of 12. If anybody wants to join in on DK, $7 hyper. Forgot what the actual name of it is. I keep calling it hyper turbo.
Hyper speed 50K tutty.
It's a 5 max. So, I mean, like if you're only putting in a few teams, might as well join it.
I feel like I'm calling out a play. Hyper speed 50K tutty.
Y2 banana. Probably do. You think we'll probably? I'd imagine we stream some this weekend too. Right, I will for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if I will or not. I'm 50-50.
Well, it depends on if whoever plans on blowing up the city that she works in again, or if we're holding up Chick-fil-A. Like both things. Is that I don't know how to think about that. Like, all right, so if you woke up this morning, you're like, all right, here's the deal. I'm gonna go rob Chick-fil-A. Is it better if there's a gas leak in the city? Because then you know where all the like rescue vehicles are.
Hear me out. Maybe they caused the gas leak in the city.
What's the optimal strategy? So you think it's the construction worker who then hit the gas main?
Yeah. What movie was it where they made it? I think it was wasn't it one of the Die Hards where they were like, what is it? They mess up the subway and make everybody look there, but then they hit Fort Knox. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
There's some movie where they like went somewhere. But either way, yeah.
Wasn't the town kind of like that? Where the hit was always.
I like us just slowly butchering every movie plot line.
Was that Little House on the Prairie?
Yeah.
I can get my damn.
Red says a little friendly no snipe in there.
Struggling over here. There we go. Almost went to 0 battery. I didn't realize I didn't plug in my computer.
Oh, that would have been bad.
This draft needs to enter prior to first one be right. Probably. Yeah, that's probably on me. We probably should have jumped in this one just to while we finish like rounds 19 and 20.
Well, I always forget that like these other satellites don't fill up as fast because the other ones you're like lucky if you can get in there with everybody, and it's like.
Well, I mean, like yesterday we joined the 25 and 2 of us couldn't get in at the same time.
Yeah.
We are in the $7 hyperspeed 50K tutty on DK if anybody wants to join alongside us. I think we have enough people in the room to fill it if everybody has $7 expendable. We are 6 of 12 waiting on 6 more folks to get in there.
I will say DraftKings has a lot of opt-ins right now for free tickets and stuff like that.
It kind of just depends, honestly. I've done a little of all. I think for me, it's hero running back this year where I'm only getting 1, maybe 2 in the first 5 rounds, and I'm going pretty heavy on early receiver, but I've also done a few builds where I get 2 early. When you start getting 3 running backs early, I don't like the team. So if you're 3 through 6 or 7, I don't really like those builds. I know some people are getting on those this year, but I think that's kind of jumping the shark and going a little bit more in the opposite direction than my liking. How many running backs do you like getting through like the first 6-7 rounds, Michael?
I mean, I like probably 2, maybe 3, but if I get 3, it's because I went probably wide receiver 3 of the first 4.
I just think if you draft 3 in the first 7, like you can only add 1 more. If you go 5 at that point, your allocation.
I just can't. I can't seem to catch up at wide receiver if I go that many because I've had a draft where I did that, and yeah, the running back room looked great, but I have to play 3 wide receivers. Like I only have to play 2 running backs. So yeah, if you can get 1 or 2 strong guys in the first 6 or 7 picks, that's ideal for me.
I think that also, I think maybe some of the meta for the future will be once this particular build of best ball gets solved. I think what they'll do is they'll cut one of the receiver positions and add another flex, or I've seen the tight end premium league or super flex. So I think there's some different ways we can go to where it's not just the same build over and over again. Really getting acclimated to the robust, seriously, like 4 in my first 6. I don't like those builds for me, just because, again, I think it's hard to catch up at receiver. I think if I were going to do that, if you did 4 in the first 6 and then you just hammered receiver until your last, but you got to work QB in there too, which is tough. Yeah, I think I'm more of like 3 through 6 max, but even those ones I don't really care for a lot. I kind of see it differently, honestly. I think that there's a lot of PPR bandits that you can steal on DK, guys like Dylan Sampson, Justice Hill, Alvin Kamara late, who should see pretty much predominantly just the pass catching work. Tajay Spears, another pass catching back. Keaton Mitchell,
Rashad White will probably get a few catches.
Rashad White, Kenny Gainwell, although he's starting to get up into the range where I can't take him. I think on DK it's those types of guys, and then on underdog you can steal guys like Katron Allen, Brian Robinson, Tank Bigsby, those type guys. We're falling backwards. We had some traction. We were at 7 to 12.
I'm still at 7. Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we're back up to 7 to 12 now, Rich.
Somebody's playing with our emotions.
We're getting there.
I'm out.
Did you log in your burner account? Did you get in as Jerry J? We're in the $7 hyperspeed tutty on DK. 50K in prizes, or is that 50K to first?
I think everybody gets like $1 back at the end, something like that.
All right. But if you want to join in, 7 to 12, we need 5 more folks. We got 14 watching, so if anybody wants to jump in there and join us alongside us. Should be a free, easy $7. I have not drafted one of these yet, so be right back. Forgot to add him. I kind of want. I want to draft alongside him once just to see how. Like, does he draft his own team and hate it immediately, or is it just like a?
Is it like the old school 1v1 me, bro? Just 1v1.
I used to play a lot of that in my driveway back in the day. First ever 20-second. You need to kind of have an idea where you're going before it gets to you. If you've ever drafted on Underdog, their clocks are 20 seconds, so they have been for the last 2 years. They used to do 30-second clocks, but now they moved it up to, I think all their drafts are 20 seconds now.
It feels like those middle rounds, though, that makes it tough because you get all the, like, you only have like a couple guys you really like right there, and then snipe. It's like, ugh.
Oh, shit, we're up to 8. 4 more.
I don't think I've had the 4 spot yet.
That's something we talked about yesterday too. Is somebody was talking up like Puka is their favorite round 1 selection, and I'm like, I just haven't gotten the 4.
I'll be honest with you. I've had the 2 quite a bit, and I've had the 3 quite a bit, and at that point, I'm either going B-Rob or Chase. And I think if I was 4, I probably would go Puka next. I mean, Puka, I think, is 4th on mine.
Trying to pull
but
up
it just doesn't happen a lot.
Trying to pull up my stuff on the solver site. Draft positions. So I've done 133 drafts total on DK. I've gotten the 4 spot 5 times.
That's it?
Conversely, I've gotten the 8-14, the 10-14, the 2 and the 3-11, the 5-11, the 7-11, not the store. Yeah, I'm not getting the 4 or the 9, essentially. I've gotten the 9 5 times.
Interesting. How many times have you got in the first spot?
9.
Joe Gibbs, all those?
I think I did maybe like one chase.
Oh, we're up to 9.
I would highly recommend you guys checking out the solver. Again, if you want to use code BB26, 20% off your first month if you're a first time purchaser of the draft assistant tool. I think it's like $35, but if you get 20% off, looking pretty good there. You know, you get $7 back, so then $28. But if you sub to us, we're going to give you $10. So I mean, you're kind of getting a half price just to check it out. If you're drafting any kind of volume, if you're maxing the 3, if you're maxing these $7 and the $9 and the $10 and $5 and all these contests, that starts to add up pretty quickly. I think the draft tool just kind of keeps you on pace. I think mentally, if I were not using the draft tool, I think I would like a lot of 4 running back early builds. But I think having used the tool so much, it kind of keeps me in line from getting out of line, if that makes sense. Never been to Underdog. I'm DraftKings exclusive. I don't blame you. I'm starting to be that way myself. It's kind of like 30 seconds, but 10 seconds less. The solver is very similar to the sidekick. Not sure what the cost of the sidekick is. I've just gotten really comfortable with the solver, and there's a bunch of different sliders that you can use on the solver. So for me, I prefer it. I know there's a bunch of smart people that do the work behind the sidekick, so I can't knock them. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and tell you that the solver is better or anything like that, but I think both tools are amazing. I've never used the sidekick, but I've seen it in use. For me, it's been the solver. Every year that I've drafted so far, I've had a ton of success playing best ball. So is Dobbins or Harvey better? Depends on what you're asking. If you're talking about at ADP, I think I prefer Dobbins. If you're talking about who do I think scores more fantasy points, full PPR, I think it's a toss-up. If you're asking me who scores more touchdowns, it's probably Harvey because he scored 10 last year. So I think he's
but
in line for the red zone work.
I'm not so sure. I think it depends on Dobbins' health. I mean, I think he comes back, and if he's healthy day one, then he's RB1 there.
Yeah, I think it's Dobbins' job to lose, but I also think it's RBBC the entire year. Are you up to 10? 2 more? 2 more in the $7 tutty on DK. 20-second clock, so keep that in mind. But if 2 people want to join, we can get this thing off the ground. I finished last 4 best ball, but men cashed every effing time.
I feel red on that one. I think that's how last year went for me. Like the teams just died as soon as they got to the playoffs.
I don't know. I don't know. I think best ball and showdown fit the way that I play the best. I've had some massive hits at both those. I think once you kind of see one go through that's 6 figures or more, it makes the game a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, of course.
So you really just need that one team to hit, and then it changes the whole dynamic for the next like 10 years. Really tricky, so I didn't know who to draft. Yeah, I think if you're at ADP, I prefer Dobbins. I don't hate Harvey, but I think you're going to see a running back by committee with Jonah Coleman being there as well.
Well, and I just, I looked at some of that stuff too because I like Dobbins better. And before Dobbins went down last year, I mean, he was getting about 40% of the receptions, I think, from the running back spot, and Harvey was getting 60%. So, I mean, it wasn't a ton difference, even from a PPR standpoint. And obviously, Dobbins was getting more of the rushing downs.
There's that, but then Nix is coming back off the ankle too, so I'd imagine that they're just going to check down a ton, which Waddle could eat into some of that as well. Ready for the 6-figure takedown? I've had one 6-figure, and I've had quite a few, like a 25 or so 5-figure scores at this point. It's coming. It's coming. Maybe this is the one. I mean, obviously, you can't get to six figures here. If you do, I'm calling somebody because it's only a 50K contest.
We're in different rules here.
But it changes the changes your bankroll management. If you want to go check us out, you got the QR code on your screen, breakingboardsdfs.com. I do have a bankroll management tool over there for whenever you hit the 50K jackpot and to get you ready for next season, or if you're playing DFS. That was probably the most important thing for me, was just getting something out so that if you're playing alongside us in DFS or in showdown content this year, you're not overextending and having to hit that green deposit button 50 million times.
Yeah, that's not fun.
2 more people. We'll accept small animals at this point. 2 small animals if they want to join.
Or Jerry.
Get in there.
Or you think Jerry's in here?
2 angry Jerrys will be fine. You think maybe it's the Jerry from Ben and Jerry? Didn't they have a falling out like a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I would be pretty pissed though.
Then we do have a Ben on our show, so maybe.
Oh,
maybe there's some animosity there.
Maybe that's the meta. We have a Ben and Jerry live stream. Because I don't know if I've ever seen Ben mad, and all I've seen is Jerry mad. You're still one of the best of us. I hate to laugh at your pain, but it's funny. I think it's just it's easy to fall into that trap if you don't have a plan. If you have a plan, if you're managing your bankroll, if you're playing your 3 to 5%, even though you got a good read on the weekend, stuff like that. Now, if you're in there just having fun, like, let it fly within reason. But I prefer not having to hit the deposit button unless I need to. I haven't done it in quite a long time on DraftKings, but I actually just deposited on Underdog for that promo because I don't leave anything sitting over there. In the Super Bowl showdown, had played the defense field goal game, was winning 26K at halftime. Then they opened it up in the second half. Didn't win much of it. That's the thing about showdown contest. You'll go from, which I do plan to go live for about an hour before each showdown contest. And once we get our store up and running again, I'm going to put out some tools in our rookie and pro package that we're going to have available. I do some pretty in-depth stuff with showdown content. I know that a couple of our people from last year used it and took down a few contests throughout the season. Hey, we filled up. That didn't take long at all. What the hell? I'm at the 12 again.
What, you want the 11?
No, I was at the 12 last time.
I know you were, but the 11's your favorite spot.
Yeah, been there. Yeah, showdown's a monster, man. I have some amazing screenshots. Yeah, you can definitely get like some. It's good for the for the Twitter trolls. Rich is drafting out of the 4. I think Red's in the 2. I think is what I saw. Michael in the 8. Yeah, and I'm out of the 12. Is anybody else in here with us? I don't see the guy who sniped all of my picks from yesterday, so that's nice. I don't know if anybody watched this
today, and I can work on doing that.
Oh, at the 12, I don't care.
Keep your board up for me.
I haven't had anybody fall to me at the 12 worth a damn. It's 90% of the time it's Saquon.
I mean, it's hard not to.
We got Mark at the 5. Nice. All right, what kind of collusion are we talking about here, guys? If anybody goes back to watch the stream from yesterday, like there's a specific point where you're going to see Kamani Vidal being drafted, and normally that's not funny. But if you go back and watch the stream and you don't laugh, I'll buy you into another $7 draft.
But now you've just given everybody incentive not to laugh.
Rich, man, don't give away the meta. 20 tight ends is going to take this down at some point, I promise you. Quarterbacks, overrated. Running backs, overrated. There's another position. I don't even know what that is.
You just get CMC. He can run. He can catch. He can throw. I've seen him do it all.
That's my luck. That's my luck. Is you guys will let CMC fall to the 12, and I'll have to click it.
Oh, please don't let that happen.
I still don't want it. Even if you let it happen, I'm gonna click it, but I'm not gonna like it.
If that happens, you got to take Marshawn Lloyd at some point.
I don't know if I'm ready for that type of commit. It seems like a lot. Bijan at the 2. I can't forget that we're doing 22nd picks.
Oh yeah. You better be ready to go. Yeah.
So you're going to see some of the draft screen this time, but you won't see nearly as much of the draft screen as before. Which tight end should I go with in round 1? I'm thinking Bowers McBride here sounds pretty good.
Boom, boom.
Ooh, Genty at the 7.
I've seen Genty getting moved up a lot lately.
Yeah.
He went 7 yesterday in one of mine.
I don't understand it a lot. I get flipping the board a little bit and that type thing, but I don't know. Unless you're hoping to get Genty at the 7 and Bowers back at the 18, you have a plan there.
But does that do anything for you there? I don't.
Not really, because I've seen like earlier in the offseason, Genty was not a round 1 pick. Oh look, Saquon Barkley.
Who would have known?
I'm not a James Cook guy.
Yeah, I know you've made that clear.
Damn.
You're about to be running back again, aren't you?
I think I have to. Like I really don't want James Cook. Same draft as last time.
The
11, 12, and the 1, 2 are not. It's not my jam this year.
No.
Cook and Lamb, not a terrible start. The thing I hate about taking Saquon there too is I've seen a lot of drafts where like Saquon goes at the 14, 15, 16. So it's kind of the inverse of the Genty thing that we were just talking about, where like I've seen better builds with Saquon, so I hate having to being forced to take him there. Coming back around to Mark on the next pick, JSN in round 1, I assume. Probably looking at like Derrick Henry-esque type situation here. A little early for Rashee Rice. I don't hate it. Goes Bowers. Nice. Bowers has been my tight end 1 all offseason. I don't have any of the Trey McBride love that everyone else had when we started the offseason.
I'd take my unscheduled dog break, apparently.
Whoa. Drake May? I am Ron Burgundy?
I mean, he does have Pats in his name.
Okay.
So best thing to do now is everybody panic and go ahead and start taking quarterbacks right now.
Yes, immediately. That is a new one on me. I have not seen Drake May in round 2. Maybe
I just think
drafted the wrong pasty white quarterback from the AFC East.
Is that not Josh? Oh God.
And Pats, if you're in here, I'm just giving you shit, but also seriously, you probably should have taken the other guy.
Well, I just think you could have got Drake about 3 or 4 more rounds later.
Yeah.
It's not that I think he's going to do bad. It's just that you could have got somebody else right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that though. I was planning on getting Caleb last time, and somebody pulled him up 30 spots. So I mean, to get ahead of that, you just pull him up 40.
There's nothing I can add to this conversation other than yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty much nothing you could say that is going to make me want.
Well, I feel like I got to get Trey here because he's not usually around at this point. That's how I've fallen into Trey a lot this year. I mean, I still like McBride. I just don't love taking tight end early.
I would rather have Danny McBride. Can I
the
get any
guys.
kind of wide receivers falling here?
No, you get none. Burden about to go. Igbuka gone. Zay Flowers gone.
I need somebody to take Love.
Oh, you got what
Guaranteed
you
to.
wanted.
Guaranteed to. Neighbors.
Pulled Neighbors up a little
Baby
bit.
doll. I'll take a little Igbuka at 36. And I went T last time, so we'll mix it up and go Zay this time. Don't mind either one of those guys. I'll take T
you
back
really
if
got
you guys
Zay
want to
that
let it
late?
fall.
Jeez.
Don't you worry about what I got going.
It's just
That's
crazy.
my man.
Yeah.
Was ask him what I want for dinner.
For dinner.
Beef. If we get into another one of these down the road, we'll have to make the rules that you can't take QB before round 8 or tight end before round 13.
Oh, come on.
What's a little Drake made between friends?
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's going back to what Red was talking about earlier. Like, that's why I like drafting on DraftKings. You're not going to see stuff that egregious on Underdog, at least not this early in the offseason. You might see it in early September, late August type situation, but you're not going to see Drake May go 22 in any contest, I would imagine, on Underdog. And then didn't they get right back on? Like, it was like Jamar Chase, sweet. Drake May, huh? And got right back on the horse with Kyron.
Yeah, they're right back on schedule. Like that Drake May pick was nothing. Like, yeah, that's where he normally goes.
Watch this be like QB premium and none of us know it, but that guy.
I mean, it's possible.
We're just all like, what an idiot.
Well, you know,
rules.
what was that dude that took Caleb last time? He also went and doubled back on Lamar, the next pick.
Yeah. I was trying to think if it was Lamar or Jaden.
It's probably a good spot for me to take Lamar.
Actually, yeah. I mean, don't hate it. I'm sure he's gone before I get the chance to get a look at him.
He might make it.
Assume this might be Daniels. Says he has McLaurin.
He'll wait.
Daniels
ADP is 69, or I think.
Oh, that's what I just have him ranked higher. I think I have him at like 55. That's a player I'm high on versus the field. I think I'm at like 19% on Daniels. He's one of my highest owned quarterbacks.
It's just hard to get him with McLaurin, and that's about the only option. I guess you go Okonkwo, but
there goes Lamar.
Yeah, I think the problem is like even when you get Zay Flowers, like you could really have Lamar unstacked. Those guys that can run the ball a lot, like you don't absolutely have to have somebody stacked with him. Granted, he can go back and get Andrews later.
There's no real backstacking options for me to get with Burrow. I don't love Brian Thomas. I also don't love the Titans offense, which is tough. I don't like taking tight end this early. We'll go BTJ, I guess, and see what happens. Hopefully he has a decent bounce back. I'm not getting a lot of him in the 25, so I might as well take a few shots in the 7.
Yeah.
I don't hate my draft so far out of the 12 with Saquon, Kenneth Walker, Igbuka, Flowers, Trevion, and Bryant Thomas. We got Mark with JSN, Bowers, Brees, Waddle, Evans. That's pretty decent. We got Red with Bijan, Henry, Allen, Montgomery, Scatterbo. You're going to have a difficult time getting back at wide receiver, but good luck getting there. And then Michael's got Amon-Ra, A.J. Brown, McBride, Burden, Judkins, and finally, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, it actually felt to me. Well, where are you supposed to go? But hey, take it. Now I just got to piece together what is going to be an ugly running back room. I think that's why I don't like tight end necessarily early. Even like McBride felt like good value there, but now I'm going to be playing catch up at running back the entire time.
So if you've been catching my stuff all off season, Bowers is like, I would take Bowers over Saquon. I would take Bowers probably at the 11 if we were just drafting like on straight. Who do you like?
Mm-hmm.
But drafting those style of teams where you're taking running back early, it is hard to recover. I've also seen a lot of guys who are taking, it's pretty good value on Tate. I've also seen some guys that have taken Bowers and McBride stacked, and I'm just like, man, you mathematically cannot recover at both running back and wide receiver.
Well, and I think it's, there used to be that mentality of, well, I'm just so far ahead and I've taken the next option to Bowers to get there at the tight end position. But I think the problem is with best ball, when you get three guys, like you might squeak out quite a few weeks where you can touch those guys with somebody who's 7th, 8th, 9th round pick. Like,
well, then you also need like one of those guys to cover your flex.
how do we feel about the 0 running back build?
I don't hate it. I think if you do it right, it's not bad.
Yeah. It's getting pretty bleak here at the running back position.
If you're drafting later pass catching types on DraftKings, I don't hate it, especially if you have like one hero running back.
What if you have no hero running backs?
Then you need that pocket of like Tajay Spears,
just guys who can get like
Mitchell,
5 receptions, 6 receptions for 40 yards or something like that.
Yeah. Keaton Mitchell, Spears, White, guys like that. You need them to fall to you. I don't love a bunch of the wide receivers in this particular area. I'm not a Michael Wilson type guy. The back stack options I don't love with Herbert, so I think I'm going to go a little bit of Tucker Kraft. So I'll be the first guinea pig with. I guess we've had a few tight ends go off the board. I mean, if I can get Tucker Kraft after Laporta, I'm feeling pretty good about that.
I like Kraft. I mean, I don't know if you looked at his numbers from before he got hurt last year, but it was pretty impressive.
Like 15 and a half fantasy points per game, something like that. I mean,
yeah, it was pretty good.
To me, I know they labeled like Laporta as young Kelsey. I think Tucker Kraft is the closest thing we have to Kelsey. Like from an overall, he can block, he can pass catch, he can run routes, he can get yak. He's good in the red zone.
Yeah, I can tell everybody's locked in right now because there's like 0 comments now. We're all just like, okay, I got to get here. Got 20 seconds. Got to figure it out.
I also have Tucker Kraft at his jersey number and Kelsey's or Kittle's jersey number, pick number 85. So through 8, I have Saquon, Kenneth Walker, Ejbuka, Flowers, Trevion, Brian Thomas Jr., Cortland Sutton, and Tucker Kraft. Michael has Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, McBride, Burden, Judkins, Caleb, Hubbard, and Dobbins. Mark has JSN, Bowers, Brees, Waddle, Evans, Price, Daniels, and Jonathan Brooks. And then Red has Bijan, Henry, Allen, Montgomery, Scotabo, Tate, Metcalf, and Michael Wilson. And I'm trying to find where Rich's team is. Where am I missing this?
He's on 4.
I was about to say it. Puka, London, Olave, Loveland, Swift, Warren, T-Law, and Stafford. I don't hate that at all either. I think it's been a very cordial draft. I don't feel like anybody's stepping on anybody's toes. I haven't seen any kind of egregious stuff outside of maybe the Drake May situation. We do have a bunch of silence in this room, though. I need you guys to wake up, live a little.
1 pick in 9 rounds. Not terrible.
I guess, are we still doing quarterbacks or have we? I don't need those.
Zero quarterback build is what's best, I read.
Okay. This is my first $7, so could be different. I was hoping that it was going to be like last draft where every QB just fell like 20 picks past ADP. So you're not getting the Gainwell and Rashad White because they both just go. I think you're back on track at running back now.
Yeah, I probably won't do anything till late now. Now I got to catch back up at wide receiver. I mean, I've got strong wide receivers. But I've only got 3. I mean, it's a decent 3 to have, but
man, I was hoping Mahomes would fall.
Wishful thinking, man.
Yeah. I don't know if there was much thinking in it. I think I was just wishing. Damn it. I'm high on Addison, too. I'm not a Wandale guy.
Yeah, I agree with Rich. No QBs for you?
Well, you guys are going to hate this pick then, because my guy, my pick to click this year.
Man. That's not the build.
My pick to click. I'm going to say it right now. I'll say it on stream. I think Jackson Dart is the 2026 version of 2025 Drake May. They're probably not going. Well, they're 100% not going to the AFC Championship game. I feel pretty confident in that because they're not in the AFC. But I do think that he's got league-winning upside from a fantasy standpoint. I think Jackson Dart is what we were hoping Herbert would be from a fantasy standpoint. We're just going to get it more with his legs versus Herbert through the air. I also think Herbert has a good chance of winning MVP this year. Have you done any season-long bets yet?
No, I haven't. I need to start looking at them, though.
I've taken.
Have you put anything in?
I took $100 on Herbert to win MVP, $100 on Burrow to win MVP. Underdog gave me a promo. Let's see, where is it? How do you even look this crap up? I took James Cook under 1,200 rushing yards. I took Burden over 750 receiving. I took McConkey over 850. I took Herbert over 3,650. And I took Brian Thomas to get 700 receiving yards, all in they gave me a free like $50 ticket, so I used it on that. I think it was like 50 for 2K. Yeah. Yeah, you have to parlay at least 2 picks on an underdog. So if I lose, they're just essentially paying themselves. No real money was harmed in the making of that ticket.
I like that thought.
So you're about to flip back over. I know we got 20-second clocks, so life comes at you fast.
Yeah, got to be ready.
Ooh. You mother-daughter.
Uh-oh. It's coming quick.
I was about to get the double tap on what bye week is Dart? 8? 134, 132. I don't hate it. I had to get a little
backstack.
QB action going. Yeah. I was going to go Tracy Likely for the double with Dart, but I guess Dart's one of those QBs that you don't really like need anybody stacked with him. And I spent a lot of draft capital super early with the Saquon, Genty, Travion. Somehow got the exact same running backs as last, or Saquon, Kenneth Walker, and Travion in this one. So would have gone Likely and would have gone Tracy, and then I would have figured it out later on with the rest of QBs.
Yeah. QB's looking bleak right now.
Yeah, we definitely didn't get the fall that we got last go around.
I still have one, so see how this goes.
You'll be fine.
Sure. Where you go wrong?
Hey, Ron. I almost double tapped Tracy and Aaron Jones, but then I was like, dude, that's way too much capital. I think I'm already over in the capital bucket on. We're talking about the solver tool. As you can see, these little buckets here is where you want to be at. Also, another thing it helps you do is not to have to remember your stacking weeks 15, 16, 17 is all right here. So if you take somebody from a team, they're going to show in this column, and then it automatically shows you their matchups for the playoffs. So it's a little bit easier to kind of manage what you got going on. For me, I need another couple of receivers, and then I'm kind of free to roam after that. Let's see, we're around, 13 now?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty good pick right there for actually like what Rich has got going there. Last 4 picks, I approve of all of those guys. He's probably going to F it up and take Marshawn Lloyd. But Goddard, Concepcion, Aaron Jones, and Keaton Mitchell all. Well, he might have reached like 3 picks on Goddard, but the rest at falling ADP. It's not a bad team. You stole his Caleb idea. So get Caleb at 89 or 69.
Possibly. If it makes him feel any better, that's my only QB.
I think our only collusion on this channel is that you like Isaiah Pacheco and I hate Isaiah Pacheco.
I just like where he's at. Like they're not going to run Gibbs completely into the dirt. Like they're just not.
Where he's at, I'm not going to draft. So, like
I think it's just like right where I'm getting him. I don't like a lot of this stuff, like Travis Hunter, Algier, Brenton Strange, like Kamara. Like it's like a lot of stuff that I just don't like, I guess.
Is this guy on auto? Do we know?
Which guy? That last guy?
He takes Cooper. So we're going to Brenton Strange, and we're going to get a guy that I have a lot of. Yeah, we're not going Hunter Henry. We're going to go Trey Tucker. I like Trey Tucker this year. And he flashed some massive upside. I think he had like a 45-point game last year. Don't do it. Rich, don't do it. No. No. How many week 10 and 11 buys do you have? You're at the 4? 11, 10, 10, 11, 10, 10, 11, 11. Yeah, you need to stay away from week 11 and at wide receiver for sure. And you don't have a tight end. All your tight ends are out in week 10. If you can fade a tight end score in week 10, you might be all right.
Well, discount double check for me. Hey, Rod.
Actually, what's Green Bay? Green Bay's like week 7, right? Week?
I don't know. I don't have any of them.
Where the hell is
closest I got to Green Bay was Aaron Rodgers, and he hadn't been there for a while.
Week 11. Oh, so they're week 11. So you can't even take. You can't take Lloyd. You already have 2 running backs, 3 running backs, 4 running backs. You can't take Lloyd. You boxed yourself out. All your running backs week 11.
They're still
you hate to see it. The 20-second clock made him crumble. He now hates Marshawn Lloyd. Confirmed. It's crazy how like the differentiation. Like I think Gino was like 190 last draft. Now he's at 160. Quarterbacks are just all over the place in these drafts.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of hopes on Gino. Brandon Ayuk.
It depends. I don't mind getting Gino with like Mahomes because maybe Gino can carry you like 3, 4, 5 weeks at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Or with Knicks, maybe something like that. But I don't know, if you're counting on Gino as like a QB2, you're probably in trouble.
I can't remember who his other QB was.
Bo Nix
He's got Lamar, I think.
and
Bo?
Jalen. Yeah, he has Jalen, Bo Nix, and Geno, so maybe he's okay with there. But I assume Zachariah Branch means that we're going to here in a bit.
Whoa, shh.
You thought you were going to.
Now I'm going to have to take him around earlier than I want to, just to make sure.
It is not pretty down here for certain. Like it's it's nasty. I think I know where I want to go. You gotta love the sweat of the guy letting the full 20 seconds run down.
I like it.
Okay, he goes somebody I would have wanted anyways. We're gonna go Mendoza and AJ Barner. So we do have 3 QBs now for me, 1 unstacked with Dart. Got a Sammy D double and a Mendoza single. So I think I'm okay at quarterback, good at tight end with Barner, Strange, and Kraft. I just need Strange to hold it down in week 11. And then at running back, I'm looking at Trevion, Kenneth Walker, Saquon. Receiver, we got Ejbuka Flowers, Brian Thomas Jr., Cortland Sutton, Jaden Reed, Rashid Shaheed, and Trey Tucker. So I'm feeling pretty good about my build so far.
This got timed out, and he went quarterback, and I thought it was Tua.
Got him. Michael's got Amon Ra, AJ Brown, Trey McBride, Luther Burden, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Williams, Chuba Hubbard, J.K. Dobbins, Blake Corum, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Coker, Khalil Shakir, Isaiah Pacheco, check 0, Aaron Rodgers, Zachariah Branch, and Tua Tagovailoa.
I'm actually pretty happy with this team.
JSN, Bowers, Brees, Waddle, Evans, Price, Daniels, Brooks, Purdy, Golden, Malik Willis, Steph Diggs, Kenyon Sadiq, Travis Hunter, Jonah Coleman, and Katron Allen. We got Rich sitting on everybody who plays in week 10 and week 11. Puka, Drake London, Chris Olave, Loveland, Swift, Warren, T-Law, Stafford, Monangai, Twa, Dallas Goddard, Casey Concepcion. You're leading the league in letters for sure. Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, Adonai Mitchell, all the Mitchells. Algier and Stribling. And then Red has Bijan, Derrick Henry, Allen, Montgomery, Scatterbo, Tate, Metcalf, Michael Wilson, Downs, Kincaid, Worthy, Stroud, Bryce Young, Dulcich, Debo, Jaden Blue, and Ray Davis. You got to love when you get Ray Davis after a stand-up guy like Deshaun Watson. Rich, disrespect. First, you try to sell me on Marshawn Lloyd and his trashy ass. Then you reach up and grab my guy. How do you kick somebody from a live draft? Can you? Is there like a button?
I'm sure there's a way.
There's got to be a way. I'm gonna message my DK rep. The disrespect, sir.
Okay.
Now I'm really beginning to think that Jerry is his burner.
Right? Did Isaac Tesla break a leg during this draft or something? Am I missing something board here? Yes. He's not now.
He's not anymore.
Well, I mean, I took him, but it's not like he's a stud, but
unless I missed something today, I'm pretty sure he is still breathing.
32 picks after ADP. It just seemed like a lot.
Seems good. Seems real good.
Now I just have to find a bunch of tight ends.
Yeah, I don't normally go for tight ends, but feels like maybe we can get by with it here. Boom, boom, and then yeah. Yep.
You still behind in the wide receiver position?
Don't need him. I think that just autoed me. I didn't even get the chance to click on Gunnar Helm.
Did you?
It was just you're taking him. Yeah.
Huh. I don't know. You might have took a second. It might have been just the end of 20 seconds. I mean, it goes fast, man.
Well, no, I mean, I had just clicked Ridley and was getting ready to click Helm, and he was like insta gone. I will say that I thought you guys were done at running back, so I was hoping that Washington would fall back around since I have the Mendoza thing going on.
Yeah, nobody was paying attention to that.
This is probably where this is going to slow down massively in round 19 and 20. We're all trying to figure out what the hell to do at the back end of this thing.
Well, it won't slow down too much with 20-second picks. Like, like you ain't got time to figure it out. Like, I hope you got somebody queued.
That's what I'm doing now before it gets back to me and I'm sitting here not having anything on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I know damn well this thing ain't recommended to me that I take Joe Mixon. What if you get that at my damn face? Talk about a misclick.
Isn't that your guy?
Joe Mixon? Hell no.
Yeah.
Screwed my entire season up last year. Like we get past New England with Joe Mixon because we're not throwing the ball nearly as often as we were, and we damn sure get past Denver with Jarrett Stidham at quarterback with our defense. Houston's defense would have ate Stidham alive. So we're probably in the Super Bowl if Joe Mixon hadn't either faked or had foot injury.
Probably. I mean, you're definitely better at the running back position.
I mean, I don't know how many people watched Houston throughout the year, but our defense was nasty.
Is that the
and
side
may
Stroud
actually be better
on?
this year. Well, he plays for the other offense, I think.
You mean the other defense?
Yeah, because he was. I've never seen anybody play that bad except for Nathan Peterman for the Bills. Oh my God, the only running back on the board that I wanted goes one pick. I'm about to have a 3 running back build.
Oh my God! I mean, at least the first 2 are really good.
Look at the board.
I mean,
who do you take?
James Conner probably goes in place for somebody. Who did it take for you? Giddens?
I think DJ Giddens, in the off chance that he's the RB2 and Taylor goes down. It was the only thing I could see that I was like, all right, what's the run out to where this guy might actually see the field? Thanks to Rich and his sniping of Justice Hill. Could have gotten Hill at 228.
Think he'd have made it that far?
No, absolutely not.
No, maybe at where'd he go at? Oh no, he probably could have made it to 204, maybe, but what 208's his position, I think, isn't it?
So I drafted at the beginning of the offseason. There were 3 players that I was drafting that no one else was drafting. Michael Mayer, Cole Kmet, Justice Hill. And now all 3 are predominantly always drafted.
Except for 2 of the 3. That's like
although in this one, Mayer and Kmet have not gone off the board.
You have a lot of tight ends, sir.
I never go 5. I'll go 4 sometimes if it's the right build.
So 3 viable running backs. That felt like the right build to go with 4 tight ends.
Well, luckily, if you look at the draft allocation for this one, it's still, I bet, maxed out.
It is for running back.
It's over. It's over. Somehow I made it in getting one of these over, which is tough. Made it in like just on the line for a wide receiver. So actually, the solver likes my running back room more than it likes my receiver room, even though I have 9.
So I guess we can stay here and grade the old drafts, huh?
Yeah, we'll do a quick grading, and then I'm going to hop out of here and go get some food. I have not eaten breakfast or lunch yet, so got out of work and got to work out in.
Straight to dinner.
All right, we can go ahead and get this thing popping. So we'll go over Red's team here at the 2 spot. Bijan, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Dave Montgomery, Scatterbo, Tate, Metcalf, Michael Wilson, Josh Downs, Kincaid, Worthless, CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, Dulcich, Debo Samuel, Jaden Blue, Ray Davis, Keon Coleman, Evan Ingram, and Jalen Knoll. I would say it's a solid B-. That's what I'm going to give it.
I think you need some wide receivers to play out, but the running back room, ton of depth, ton of top end talent. Yeah, Allen leading the QBs, Kincaid paired with him. I just think that wide receiver room is going to make or break you.
Did you give it a grade?
Probably a C plus for me. I'm afraid the wide receiver rooms, just because you have to play 3 of them, it just might be tough.
Rich has Puka, London, Olave, Loveland, Swift, Warren, T-Law, Stafford, Monangai, Twa, Goddard, Concepcion, Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell, Adnai Mitchell, Algier Stribling, Justice Hill, Thief, Shador Sanders, Mike Gesicki, and Darius Slayton. I'm gonna give you a C plus.
I'm probably B minus, but I
like
think
the first half of the draft. That back half got a little.
There
could be some zeros in there.
I think he got enough PPR running backs to save the running back room, so I'm gonna go B minus B.
The Aaron Jones, Keaton Mitchell really kind of saved it for him. I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was huge.
Mark has JSN, Bowers, Brees Hall, Waddle, Evans, Price, Daniels, Brooks, Purdy, Golden, Willis, Diggs, Sadiq, Hunter, Coleman, Allen, Marshawn Lloyd, Claiborne, Booty, and Reardon. I'm gonna go B minus on that one.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same place.
And then you got Amon-Ra, AJ Brown, McBride, Burden, Judkins, Caleb, Hubbard, Dobbins, Corum, Myers, Cooker, Shakir, Pacheco, Rogers, Branch, Tua, Tesla, and Joku, Johnson, and Washington. I'm going to give you a C. There's not a lot I love at the QB position there.
I got Caleb, but yeah, it doesn't. I give myself probably. I mean, a B minus. I like this team. I think the QB position will probably kill it, but
I'm under on a lot of the guys like McBride, Judkins, Hubbard, those kind of guys. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Saquon, Kenneth Walker, Ejbuka, Flowers, Trevion, Brian Thomas, Sutton, Kraft, Reed, Dart, Shaheed, Darnold, Strange, Tucker, Mendoza, Barner, Ridley, Helm, Surratt, and Giddens. I'm going to give it a B minus just because if the hero running backs can stay healthy, I think it'll be fine. If they go down, this team is an F.
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat. Maybe a C plus, but it's just because I'm afraid you'll never catch up at running back if anybody gets hurt or misses any time.
You live and learn. Let me sign on to Jerry. It's coming. It's coming tonight for sure. Always been on the hill since May. Randy's starting a new trend. Instead of 2 QB teams, 3 running back teams. Hey, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it. All right, guys, we appreciate you all being here. We're probably going to do some streams later on this week. Go check out Man vs. Sims dropped yesterday at 4. What If will be coming out tomorrow at 4. Probably go live either Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, one of those 4 days. Probably go live like 2 of those, do some more drafts if anybody wants to join alongside us then. Again, appreciate you all being here. Hopefully you guys have a good night, and let's go find some food.
Thanks, guys. It was enjoyable.